Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Using his feet. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Might as well give it to him again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Caves! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about this running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
That's a 5-star from California. Shout out to Charles.
And
86 speed, still outside, shaking shit. Hey, he was #1 in the nation, bro.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
From the gun, the ground game. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They've got it at the 41, 30 short, trying to keep the chains moving. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Now remember, they were stopped on fourth down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Volunteers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Volunteers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
Tell a fuck nigga lock in, pussy nigga.
He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown, Miami.
That was all me, nigga.
Defense comes up with a play like that.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Tennessee, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete.
I got the dogs off the leash, nigga.
Gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys. But with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up.
Why he didn't go for it that time?
Getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll try the right side. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds one.
Pass the sticks.
For the touchdown.
And pick that little nigga up.
Off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders. Defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be dragged down.
I told y'all boys I've been studying run fits, gap alignments, all that shit. Nigga, I know the difference between under, odd, even, all that shit.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Randall. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Vols want to crank the tempo. The give on the inside. Fights off a defender. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes a connection. Breaks into the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over Washington State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Why Quinn gotta be playing horrible? Why can't Crooks be playing great, my nigga?
The Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. All down, but he has
My niggas is too strong. We've been in the motherfucking trenches.
Flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Nigga, it is black and white.
The Canes back
I'm
to the
black
line on
and he
1st down.
white.
Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
Just say I'm calling a beautiful fucking game and give me some fucking flowers, nigga. Or get the fuck off my stream, nigga.
Generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football.
You feel me?
Everything right now to the defense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab on the left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Vols want to move quickly. Quarterback will keep it. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Turning it on. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away to start the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him and nobody's close. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Hurricanes moving quickly to the line. From the gun. Still looking on the move. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's a true freshman, too. Little 5'7" shit.
The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret.
He making some bad decisions now. That boy's stressed.
Down at the 10. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing
That boy not quitting, though.
Knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Nah, I lobbed it. It was going to go over Quinn's head.
They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A 1st down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Making side adjustments here. A designed run for the quarterback. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He'll set up to throw. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls in.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
Bro, his niggas is faking so many injuries for timeouts.
They want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. The give and tick, 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 tick. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Direct snap. Got room to work. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Got enough for the first down. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It's first down from the 37-yard line. He's in open space downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard.
That's that Heisman wide receiver candidate. Yes, sir. Cordell, nigga.
And the Hurricanes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll try the run. There he goes. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They are penned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Completes it in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Vols will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted deep in his own end. Trying to take it back. The 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced him.
Unleashes one deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, he's not going to get a lot of chances like that. He was in position to make the play in the end zone, put a touchdown up on the board for his team, and he drops the pass.
One more play to pad the stats. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
And I bitch ass quarterback out the game. Hoe ass nigga. Pick him up.